My name is Kobe Thurman, and I'm about to get my application reviewed by real college administrators.
His GPA is 3.5. A lot of our candidates have 3.8 and higher.
She may not have someone that reads her application, makes that connection.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about if I tell him something he doesn't want to hear, what his reaction's gonna be.
He has taken some AP classes, but knowing the district that he's from in his high school, I would encourage more. He is taking some Long Beach community courses. That's fantastic.
The first thing that I noticed is his sneaker head is what he calls himself. I'm not familiar with all the new terms with the kids, but I assume it's a sneaker business online. It's a start, but I think it has a lot of growth.
The PSAT score that I see is a 1090.
It is a solid score, but there is room for improvement.
Would encourage for him to look at taking a test prep.
He does have time. He's only a junior. I always suggest doing some community service.
I'm not sure if community service might fit, where he might have more of an entrepreneurial spirit. And I know he's an athlete, which takes a lot of time. If he is being pursued by different colleges or universities, that's a whole nother level of commitment that needs to be shown, because that doesn't reflect here. I love the authenticity, starting off with being invited by, I believe it was his father, to consider law enforcement, and discovered that that wasn't for him.
He took that advice from his father, but he listened to himself and he decided, you know what, I'm gonna go this way instead of that way that my dad suggested.
What was the most challenging buy or sell?
For the sneakerheads out there, a pair of Union 4 Guava Ice, and one of my best friends wanted them off of me, and I didn't want to sell them, so it was hard to debate a price with him, because he's also my friend.
Admissions officers, are you ready to make your final decision?
We're ready.
Yes.
Accepted.
Waitlisted. We want to make sure that we strengthen the GPA.
He's young. I know that he's gonna go places.
I'm glad that I got to hear what they were saying about me. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And I wanted to know, is there anything I could do to make my application stand out?
Just show who you are. Try to show something unique about yourself.
Give me a little bit more about what you've gained and how you're going to use it in the future.
Hi, my name's Koda Beshin. I think I'm here to have professors judge my
He has a really good GPA, 3.46. He has a language course, Hawaiian language course. I'm very pleased with his transcript.
Semester 1 sometimes seems to be a little challenging in some classes. We see that financial literacy and the democracy course in the first semesters were a little challenging. The score was 1220.
So 1220 is good. Nationally, I think it's in the 78th percentile or so. So I think he did pretty well.
The more competitive universities might have that on the lower end of their profile.
Like his resume, he has a passion, it seems, for the arts. Could provide a little bit more detail, I think. But overall, I think he has the right idea. He's on the right path.
I think positive, I can see that he's really interested in the creative aspect of the field. He has a different type of creativity, because not only is he modeling, but he's also doing a variety of things where he has to be present in terms of his mind and the way that what he wants to kind of demonstrate.
I see you guys are smiling a little bit. Could you tell me why you guys are smiling?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about if I tell him something he doesn't want to hear, what his reaction's gonna be. So through his writing, I think he does a great job in giving us, kind of a glimpse to who he used to be as a child or as he was younger.
Corey, could you read the first line of the essay?
Sure. It says, I punched the referee who told me I was out. It's about rejection, and it's about being told no and overcoming that. He was 7 years old when he punched the referee. That's a long time ago. It's not who he is now. Well, Coda, my question is really simple. How do you take rejection now?
Now I see rejection not as an attack, not as something that's rude or demeaning to me, and I just accept it and I don't take it personally, and I'm able to just keep smiling and not beat myself up about it.
Waitlisted. I think he missed some opportunities to be able to define himself within the context of the region that he's from.
Accepted. I think he's very likable. Just seeing what he wrote on paper, I immediately liked him.
I'm so surprised. For some reason, I didn't think my grades were that good. They really liked how I was just brutally honest about myself and just like,
Hi.
hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I did have a mama moment. I was like, oh, no, he didn't go there and talk about assaulting
Yeah.
people.
Oh, yeah.
But it quickly turned.
Did you get in trouble when you...
I remember it so vividly. It's like a core memory for me. It was my first time ever going to the principal's office. I was so scared.
Ooh, snap, that's big time.
High school was hard, definitely towards like my junior and senior years, especially after COVID and everything. Everything took a little downward spiral.
Higher level math courses. She's in color guard, dance, drama. GPA is 2.3. Not the strongest at this point.
Transition might be a little challenging for her. I see in the 9th grade some dips in particular classes. After COVID, there was some challenges academically to become part again of the in-person pre-ACT, and she received a total score of 65.
And this was the pre-ACT. We don't look at that, but again, it's a good way to prepare.
Math also seems to be something that is she's stronger in. So again, that's critical thinking, analysis in a different type of way.
And I'm sure she understands where she's at and where she has to go. She could only go up from here. She likes to write. I think she likes to write. She has a lot to say. She likes to explain what her journey is. I think she has a really colorful journey. She might not even realize it's colorful, but I see it as colorful. I think she just knows who she is.
Did you get enough resources when you went from in-person instruction to online instruction?
In-person to online completely changed the game for me because I like to be able to see what I'm doing and hear it from someone's mouth. So I kind of just stopped caring about school as a whole. It's just not working out for me how I expected it to.
Rejected.
Rejected.
It's hard, but it was what I expected. Right now, I'm hoping to go to a community college and then after that be able to go to law school.
I believe I'm a strong applicant. Now I've met people that have gone to like fancy boarding schools and they have lengthy resumes, so I'm not sure if I'm at the same level as them.
Are you ready to be in the hot seat today?
I'm a little nervous, but yes.
Quite a few AP classes. I'm hoping that she took the AP exams. Cumulative GPA that's weighted 4.6, which is impressive.
She has an excellent GPA, so she's an excellent student. She has taken Spanish, which is really good. It is a Christian school, so I see the Bible as literature courses. She has a really good score, which is 1410 on the SAT. Did pretty well.
She's been doing violin for 13 years.
She interviewed representatives of Congress, Kevin McCarthy, Marco Rubio, Shannon Grove, controversial figures. You know, I don't know how that went, but I don't think that would be an easy thing to interview them. Seems to be really good at writing. It's about her grandparents, her abuela and her abuelo. She really emphasized family and her grandparents, which I really like because she told that story. She's really proud.
I think I would have liked to have seen how the impact of her family has been on her, what the resilience of her family and how she has shown it. We want to learn about you and your resilience and how you are playing it forward here. We can't have the admissions people interpreting that in pieces of the application. You need to take advantage of the writing to talk about yourself. I get what she's trying to connect me to because of my background. She may not have someone that reads her application that makes that connection or can make that connection. If you had one more hour in a day, what do you think you would focus your time on?
I really believe that I would really like to focus it on spending more time with my family, especially like on FaceTime or even like WhatsApp calls.
Accepted.
Accepted.
I mean, to have interviewed politicians, that's a big accomplishment. So I think she's done herself very well.
What are things about like my essay you guys would both like to see more, I think?
Try not to list because you've done quite a bit, and making sure that you choose an example of the experience based on the trait that you want to show someone.
What is your passion? Why are you so passionate about furthering your education?
I think it was like very nerve-wracking because when I tell my friends about like, oh, can you read my essay? I feel like they may just sugarcoat it a little bit.
And I'm glad that you're not, taking your bestie's advice. You want to also challenge yourself and show it to individuals who may give you some feedback that you probably know you need to get, and be open to that.
I thought this was the hot seat. I thought they were gonna come and clown me about everything.
Awesome. And you can go ahead and press the button on the thing.
Oh shit.
Are you ready, Coda?
I'm ready.
Awesome. Okay. Judges, you may now begin. Let's start with the transcript.